Alright, what's up, boys and girls? So, today, I got a video that you guys have been requesting for quite a while now. As you can see from somewhere around the screen, you see a foot cam. So now I have a foot cam so you guys could actually see how I drive manual. Because I know a lot of you guys have been asking me for that. And so I finally figured out the best angle and everything that I could possibly find to show you how I drive stick exactly. I don't have a camera for my RPM gauge, unfortunately, but I hope this is good enough, you know. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me also about how I rev match, and honestly this video is pretty much how I rev match. Like, you know, just showing you guys how I drive manual in general. I'll probably just be blabbering along, just talking random stuff. There's so many cars there. But I'm just gonna be cruising around. You guys could just see my foot and like how I do things exactly. I'll probably explain to you guys how I drive, how I rev match also. I'll probably do that right now. Let me close the window. Alright, so a lot of you guys have been asking me how I rev match, or how I'm so good at rev matching. Well, first and foremost, you have to understand how to rev match properly, and in order to understand how to do that, you have to know your gear ratio. You know, like, let's say right now I'm going about 45 miles an hour and I'm in 4th gear, and let's say I want to downshift to 3rd gear. So right now I'd push in the clutch. Give me a second, there's a bump coming. Bottom. Alright, so what I would do is I'd push in the clutch, flip the throttle, and then I know it happened kind of fast. It's kind of hard to explain, like, while doing it slow. You have to understand what RPM you would be in a certain gear if you're going a certain speed. So let's say I'm going 50 miles an hour right now. I'm in 5th gear and I want to downshift to 4th gear. I would have to probably blip the throttle up to maybe around 32 to 3,500 RPMs in order to get a nice clean downshift. So let's see. Right now I'm gonna put it in neutral. I'm gonna blip the throttle. I'm not gonna floor the throttle. I'm gonna blip it for a second, and then I'm gonna let off the clutch fast, but not too fast, but not slow also. So it has to be all. Oops. Sorry. I decided to go turn. But it has to be a very, very smooth transition, and this car is not going. Yeah, there you go. So, I hope that made sense. I'm so bad at explaining things. So, moral of the story is, understand what RPM you would be at a certain speed in that certain gear, and then once you have that understanding, then you could start practicing, because you don't want to, you know, be in like 2nd gear or 3rd gear. You want to downshift to 2nd gear, and you blip the throttle all the way to like 5,000 RPMs, and you're only going like 10 miles an hour. You know, you don't want to do that, because it doesn't sound very good at the car either. So I'm gonna rev match the 2nd gear. So it's all pretty much just one movement. It's hard to explain. I'm sorry, guys. I hope my footwork could show you a lot better than I could explain it. Okay, so let's say right here, I'm going 30 miles an hour. I need to downshift to the 2nd gear. I'm gonna push the clutch in, blip the throttle, let the clutch off. And as you practice and you get better at knowing what RPM you got to be at, you'll start you'll start to understand, like, oh, I gotta push the throttle this much to get the right amount of for the RPMs to be at the right place to have a smooth transition, you know. But like as you drive the car, also you'll understand like what gear you have to be in, and like how much gas you have to give it and stuff. It's all practice. It's like driving stick. You just gotta learn. You gotta practice how to drive a stick. Same with everything else, all the little tricks and all that stuff you could do with driving a manual. You can also get really fancy with driving stick, and let's say you gotta downshift to, like, let's say you're in 5th gear and you gotta rev match to 4th gear, and you don't want to go rev match to 4th and then rev match to 3rd. You could just go boom. You could just go 4th to 3rd without releasing the clutch when you go to 4th gear. So let's see if I can explain that to you a little bit. I just gotta pick up a little more speed here. Let's say I want to go to 3rd gear, but I need to go to 3rd gear like really fast. You do something like this. So notice I didn't even let off the clutch when I went into 4th gear. I just blipped the throttle twice. So it's you can get a little fancy with it also. That's a little bit trickier because then you really know what RPM you have to be at that certain gear. It's kind of hard. It's kind of easy to mess up if you don't know what you're doing. So sorry if you can't really see my footwork on the clutch. It's kind of hard to get a good angle of this car and getting all the footwork all nice and everything. So let's say right here, we're going to do it again. 3rd gear. We're in 4th, 3rd gear, going 40 miles an hour. Clutch in, lift the throttle about 3,500 RPMs. Let go of the clutch slowly but smoothly. Just like that. Nicely done. Car just jumped right in front of me like an idiot. 2nd gear. I want to take this moment to thank you guys, by the way, for all you guys that have been subscribing recently and liking the videos and leaving really nice comments. I know I say thank you guys a lot to you guys, but I want you guys to understand that I actually and truly mean it from the bottom of my heart, that I am actually very grateful for all you guys that watch my videos. I know I'm still a very small channel, but I still am very thankful for all the subscribers that have recently subscribed, or the guys that have been subscribed for ever since, you know, I was at 1 or 2 or 3, you know, like the guys that still watch my videos and everything. I just want to thank you guys so much, because I've always wanted to do YouTube, but I never felt comfortable putting myself out there. But seeing all you guys like my videos and everything just makes me more comfortable every time I make a video, and makes me want to push myself every single day to make a good, cool video for you guys. And so I try my very best to, you know, put out as much content for you guys as possible, and obviously listen to what you guys want to see. That's why I like making these types of videos as well, because, you know, I know you guys want to see how I personally drive, because you guys could tell that I know what I'm kind of doing with rev matching and all that. And I hope this video really helps you guys. You know, it's just, I'm sorry, I'm just so bad at explaining stuff. I'm just very bad. I know how to do things, but I'm just terrible at explaining. If I was a teacher, you'd all fail my class. of the story. Clutch in, shift to the gear you want, blip the throttle while your clutch is still in because you don't want to grind the shit out of your gears. And then let the clutch go slowly but smoothly. Slowly but smoothly when you blip that throttle. You're probably gonna end up like giving it probably way too much gas than you think, and then your car's just gonna go like boom, because it's trying to drop down to the RPMs that it should be in. But that's just trial and error. You'll get the hang of it sooner or later. You'll know like, okay, that was way too much gas, you know. So, but yeah, I feel like I could teach somebody how to drive a stick much better than teaching somebody how to rev match, just because it's, oh my gosh, it's so like, I don't know, like I just do it so naturally now. It's just like second nature. And like it's kind of hard. It's harder to teach without showing you guys the tachometer and all that stuff. So it's just a lot harder to do without all the proper camera equipment. If I had a second GoPro or something like that, I could definitely show you, because I could just put the camera like right here and you could see the gate, the speedometer and all that. But in this case, I don't have that, unfortunately. So do with what I got. Sometimes I mess up a little bit. Sometimes I won't give it enough gas, and it'll just, when the clutch like grabs, it'll just go to the right RPMs, but it's probably off by like 100 or 2 RPMs. So I'm still not perfect at it. It's very hard to get it precise, because you know, not everybody is like, there's times where I get it precise and oh my gosh, it's just, it's like one simultaneous movement in the clutch, and it feels amazing. It's just like that. Ooh, perfect. But anyways, I don't know how long this video is. I hope it taught you something. If not, I am so sorry, and I'm sorry you had to waste your time watching this video. But yeah, I hope this helped you guys. If you guys want to see me just make a video of me just driving around without talking, that way you could just see how my feet movement is when I'm just normally driving, just let me know in the comments below. Then I'll just do that. If that's a lot better for you guys to learn instead of me trying to explain it, then I'll just do that. But for now, I'm just gonna end the video here. Like always, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Like I say, thank you guys all for subscribing recently. I don't like to ask for subscribers or anything like that, so I'll never ask you guys to subscribe, because that's just not how I am. But I just want to say thank you guys all so much for taking your time out of your day to watch any of my videos in that particular matter. And yeah, thank you guys, and like always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.